Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain TXP and today is the 7th of December 2023 and guys, the price of Bitcoin is definitely looking good and the global cryptocurrency market is absolutely smashing as well. And today guys, we're definitely going to be discussing some really important metrics from the global cryptocurrency world. And what is a bit surprising guys, is that Tether USDT's market cap is definitely off the roofs. So we'll definitely very briefly touch base on this. Now in today's episode guys, one of the legendary heavy metal band that is called Megadeth, they have decided to go ahead and launch the NFT. Now look guys, if you've grown up in early 70s or 80s, you would have definitely heard of thrash metal legends Megadeth, and them coming up with NFTs is definitely an absolutely massive news. And could it be possible that we can have a virtual mosh pit? That'll be absolutely crazy, but definitely a really positive news, not just for the cryptocurrency world guys, but also for the music industry as well. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss that. And guys, the second news is actually an absolutely massive news, but surprisingly it is not getting a lot of mainstream attention, and that is regarding an update which has actually taken place to Bitcoin blockchain, and that upgrade is called as V26.0 or version 26.0. So we'll definitely go and discuss what this new improvement is. Now in technical terms, it is called as Bitcoin Improvement Proposal. So we'll definitely go and discuss what this news is all about. Now guys, listen, this year there's been quite a lot of news regarding stablecoins, and what is a bit worrisome is that this year the volumes have been ridiculously low, and there's some interesting development all the way from Europe, and there's a new stablecoin called as AEUR, and what happened guys is the price did actually surge by well over 200%, and because of that, Binance decided to suspend the euro stablecoin. So in today's episode, we'll very briefly touch base on that. And look guys, stablecoins are definitely making quite a lot of news in 2023, which is a bit ironic because if you look at the 24-hour volume, the 24-hour volume of stablecoins this year has been the lowest, but since the last few days, because of the news regarding Bitcoin Spot ETF, the volume of stablecoins has definitely doubled, in certain cases tripled as well. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on the news regarding AEUR stablecoin. And guys, listen, the king of pop, that is Michael Jackson, is going to be on the blockchain as well. So we have some really interesting development. And one trend which I've been observing guys since the last 3 to 4 days is that there's a lot of news regarding NFTs, and these are mostly connected to pop icons. Few days ago we talked about Notorious B.I.G. Today we have some developments in the world of thrash metal, that is Megadeth, and also the next news is about Michael Jackson. So it looks like NFTs are definitely making a comeback. So we'll definitely go ahead and explore what that news is all about. And guys, like we do in every Crypto and Coffee Day podcast, I'm going to be discussing 2 news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And the first news guys is on the verge of tracking carbon emission using blockchain technology. So essentially the news is TII, that is Technology Innovation Institute, has unveiled blockchain powered carbon emission tracking and trading platform. So we'll definitely go and explore what that news is all about. And the second news guys is connected to artificial intelligence, and the news is that Basatne International has unveiled UAE's first AI-based robotics technology. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. And look guys, in 2023, I'm seeing quite a lot of news regarding artificial intelligence, but unlike NFT, I do feel that artificial intelligence definitely has some really strong metrics, and to be honest guys, a lot of them does actually make life so much easier, isn't it? So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base news regarding artificial intelligence as well. So quite a lot of cover guys in today's episode, so let's kickstart with it right away. Welcome to the Crypto and Coffee at 8, the daily podcast that keeps you up to date on all latest developments in the world of cryptocurrencies, blockchain and NFTs. Join us Monday to Friday as you kick off your day with a cup of coffee and a deep dive into the exciting and rapidly evolving world of digital assets. We'll cover the latest news and trends in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, as well as delve into the growing world of NFTs or non-fungible tokens and metaverse. Plus, we'll keep you updated on the latest developments from Dubai, UAE and the wider Middle East region. Whether you're a seasoned crypto enthusiast or just getting started, Crypto and Coffee at 8 has something for you. Our expert host will provide insight and analysis on the most important topics in the industry and help you stay up to date on the latest developments. We'll bring you interviews with leading figures in the crypto and blockchain space and explore the ways in which these technologies are changing the world around us, from the impact on traditional financial systems to the potential for revolutionizing industries and transforming societies. We'll cover it all on Crypto and Coffee at 8. So tune in and join us for a daily dose of Crypto and Coffee at 8 and let's stay ahead of the curve together. We'll start your day off right with the most important news and insights from the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain and the metaverse, and help you navigate this exciting and rapidly evolving landscape. In Crypto and Coffee a Day, the daily podcast covers the latest developments in the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain and the metaverse. We'll also bring you updates on the latest news from Dubai, UAE and wider Middle East region. This also includes a range of topics such as developments in the local and blockchain industry, including new projects and initiatives, regulatory updates, and policies related to cryptocurrency and blockchain in the region, local and regional events and conferences focused on crypto and blockchain, interviews with leading figures in Dubai, UAE and Middle East crypto and blockchain community, coverage of any significant news or events related to cryptocurrency and blockchain in the region. By covering these local and regional developments, in addition to the wider world of cryptocurrency and blockchain, Crypto and Coffee a Day aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the industry and its impact on the Dubai, UAE and Middle East region. Now before we kickstart today's episode, I have an important message, so check this out. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media Guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE, so definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Spartan Race, the world's premier obstacle course racing company, returns to the land of Gazelle at Al Wadba in Abu Dhabi, and this time, guys, is going to be the 3rd year where the World Championship event is taking place in the Middle East. And Spartan, guys, is a global fitness brand with a 10 million strong community, and they create transformational events, experiences, product and content to help people, companies and teams tear down boundaries and expound what they believe to be possible. From day one, nearly 2 decades ago, they've been champions of human transformation, and they help people get outside and eat healthy and develop habits that lead to a life of constant progress. And with a family of brands, they push people from every corner of the globe outside the comfort zones and immerse them in the world of top fitness and elite sport. And they do this, guys, because when you can face and overcome adversity head on, your potential is limitless. And guys, the Spartan World Championship takes place between the 8th till the 10th of December, where thousands of athletes and spectators will gather at the metropolis in the desert to compete for Spartan immortality. This is a unique opportunity to watch the world's best obstacle course race athletes compete for World Championship and have your group conquer these obstacles themselves. Now listen, guys, there are 3 events taking place, and this time there's also a 3K World Championship event, which is an invite only. There's Spartan Beast, which is a 21K World Championship event, so you definitely need to check it out. And look, guys, if you do want to take part in it, there is Open Heat as well, where you have 5K, which is a sprint event that takes place at night at 5:30 PM with headlights on. Imagine, guys, doing this obstacle course race with your headlamp on in the middle of the desert. It's going to be absolutely wild and beautiful, isn't it? And guys, listen, you can also do a trifecta event. That is another 5K event called a sprint, a 10K event called a super, and beast 21 kilometers. So for further information, guys, look in the show notes below, and hopefully I get to see you there. Next, Startup AEUR is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup AEUR. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup AEUR. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, as of today, guys, the global cryptocurrency market is at $1.60 trillion, and since the last 24 hours, it has marginally gone up by 1.17%. If you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume, guys, this number definitely reflects the number going back to 2020, 2021, and 2022, and today it is at $80.98 billion. Now, mind you, guys, when Bitcoin was at its all-time high, on an average given day, the 24-hour trading volume used to hover somewhere between the $80 to $140 billion, but because of the collapse of Terra Luna, because of the whole FTX debacle, the volume definitely went down completely miserably. But now, because of news regarding Bitcoin Spot ETF, looks like people are definitely getting their hands on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, so we'll definitely go ahead and look at that. And guys, listen, a few days ago in my Crypto and Coffee Date podcast, I also suggested to keep a track on the 24-hour trading volume and compare that with the volume of stablecoins, because what is happening since the last week is that a lot of stablecoins has been used in order to go ahead and buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and they're using centralized exchanges as opposed to decentralized exchange. So we'll once again touch base on these numbers. But before that, guys, let's run through the volume of DeFi, because the volume, guys, of DeFi is at $8.82 billion, and the total value logged, guys, is at $50.94 billion. Now, guys, this is the third day in a row where the total value logged is about the $50 billion mark, and Lido is still dominating with $21.13 billion. And guys, if you look at the decentralized to centralized exchange dominance, it is only at 18.01%. Now, since the last 2 weeks, guys, what I've been observing is a lot of stable coins are being used in centralized exchanges in order to go ahead and buy a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. Earlier this year, a lot of decentralized exchange were being used in order to go ahead and buy a lot of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So these are numbers that you definitely need to keep an eye on. And guys, if you look at the volume of decentralized exchanges, it is definitely high. But if you were to compare it, let's say, with the volume of stablecoins, ideally this number should have been double, maybe even 3 times of what it is. But nonetheless, let me just go ahead and run through the decentralized exchange volume. But before that, guys, let me just share this number regarding DeFi. and that is that DeFi accounts for 10.89% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now guys, if you look at the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchange, Uniswap is number 1 and its 24-hour trading volume is $1.81 billion. PancakeSwap is at number 2nd at $464.32 million. Core Finance at number 3rd at $329.69 million. Thorchain Gas is at number 4th at $192.86 million. And finally, Trader Joe at $146.53 million. Now guys, let's look at the volume of stablecoins. Today it is at $71.62 billion, and Tether USDT guys is accounting for majority of the chunk, and the 24-hour trading volume is $59.69 billion. And guys, if you look at Tether USDT's market cap, it is roughly at $90.08 billion. Definitely powerful. And guys, what was a bit strange earlier this year, despite the volumes being less, Tether USDT's market cap was on an incline. And what was extremely strange is that in the first half of this year, Bitfinex's Tether USDT made the maximum profits in its history, so I really am hoping we do not find out any notorious activity in the world of stablecoins that is because of Tether USDT. The Circle USDC's volume is also up, but in comparison to the last few days, it has actually gone down at $6.50 billion, and Binance BUSD guys, its volume is less than $500 million, and it is at $428 million, and stablecoins guys as of today accounts for 88.44% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now guys, let me quickly run through the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume guys is at $32.8 billion, and one trend guys which I've been observing regarding Ethereum is that the 24-hour trading volume is almost 50% of that of Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume. And earlier this year guys, Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume used to be almost 1/3, in certain cases even less than 1/3 of Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume. Now today guys, it is a little shy of 50% of Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume, and it is only at $13.3 billion. And guys, if you look at the market cap of Bitcoin, it is at $855 billion, whereas Ethereum is at $269 billion. Now could it be possible that by the year end, only the market cap of Bitcoin crosses the $1 trillion mark again? And if that thing happens guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the global cryptocurrency market crosses the $2 trillion mark once again. Now so far as Ethereum's market cap is concerned, unfortunately guys, it is not taking a lot of pace, and it is only at $269.9 billion, and the dominance of Bitcoin guys is definitely looking good, and that is only because of news surrounding Bitcoin spot ETF, isn't it? And it is at 53.80%, whereas Ethereum is 17.00%. Now in today's episode guys, let me quickly run through the decentralized app that are currently working on Solana blockchain. Now me personally guys, I'm not a massive fan of Solana blockchain because I do feel it is an extremely decentralized project or protocol, but nonetheless I'll definitely go ahead and share the top 5 decentralized apps that are currently working on Solana. And this year, to be honest guys, Solana has been making quite a lot of partnership, and they've been aggressively moving into new partnership, and because of that they have actually overtaken Cardano as well. And right now, so far as blockchain platform is concerned, Solana is looking extremely strong at number 3rd. So what I'm going to be doing next is, I'm going to be reading out the fiat value of incoming token transfers from unique active wallets to decentralized app smart contract that are currently working on Solana blockchain. And this number guys will be in terms of dollar amount, and then I'm going to be comparing it with the number of unique active wallets interacting or performing transaction with decentralized app smart contract over a period of time. So the second number guys would be the number of smart contracts that exist in the blockchain protocol. Now so far as the number 1 decentralized app on Solana is concerned, it is called as Sharky. In terms of dollar amount, it is $10.51 million. In terms of wallet interactions guys, it is 893. The number 2nd is Jupiter. In terms of dollar amount, it is $10.32 million. In terms of wallet interactions guys, it is 39,530. And to be honest guys, this number for the dApp Jupiter might just be the highest number so far as the number of unique active wallets interaction or performing transaction is concerned, even taking into consideration, let's say Binance or Ethereum. I definitely need to go ahead and double check on this though. Now the third most decentralized app utilized on Solana blockchain is a project called as Saber, and in terms of dollar amount it is $8.17 million, and in terms of wallet interactions it is 1,710. The fourth one guys is a new project called as Jito. In terms of dollar amount, it is $4.14 million. In terms of wallet interactions, it is 2,380. And finally, guys, the DeFi protocol called Solend is at number 5th, and in terms of dollar amount, it is $2.39 million. In terms of wallet interactions, it is 1,080. Now look, guys, whether you like Solana or not, you have to agree that this year they've been making quite a lot of partnership, and when they make these partnership, guys, it just means that there are going to be new users who are going to be using the blockchain protocol. And listen, guys, at this point of time, Cardano is lagging way behind and is currently at number 4th so far as the smart contract platform is concerned. Now, guys, today, before we look at the king of all kings, let me run through a protocol called as PunDX. Now, mind you, guys, this is a new ticker symbol, and the ticker symbol for PunDX is PunDIX, and there's been quite a lot of changes to it. So let me go ahead and explain what this project is all about. Because PunDX, guys, is a company that creates blockchain-powered devices to revolutionize retail businesses, and the main product is the XPOS, which is a wireless point-of-sale system for cryptocurrencies, and this, guys, allows merchants and consumers to easily buy, sell, and transact using digital assets in physical stores. Now, so far as the founder is concerned, Zach Chia is the CEO, and he's a skilled programmer with a background in computing and cybersecurity, and along with them there is Pei Huang, who's the CTO and COO, and he's a coding enthusiast since a young age, and he's an entrepreneur and investor with a history of founding and selling business. At this point of time, guys, I really am not sure what nationality are they from, but based on my understanding, they just might be from Indonesia. Now let me just run through some of the unique features of PunDX, because PunDX, guys, aims to make cryptocurrencies accessible to everyone by simplifying transactions in retail businesses, and they offer a blockchain payment ecosystem with XPOS, that is a point-of-sale system, and also have something called as XPass, which is a virtual card, and X-Wallet, that is the mobile wallet. Now, so far as the point-of-sale system is concerned, that is XPass, it is the first blockchain-powered wireless point-of-sale for cryptocurrencies, accepting various digital assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the X-Wallet app, guys, allows users to manage digital assets, make transfers, and check balances. And so far as the card is concerned, that is XPass, which is a virtual card, it is issued to X-Wallet users, and it helps in creating a bridge between regular digital wallets and PunDX payment ecosystem. And guys, PunDX was launched as an open platform to support more blockchain, attracting DeFi, developers, and several other projects as well. Now let me just very briefly run through the tokenomics of it. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, the native token is PunDX, that is PUNDIX, and the initial tokens were PXS and PXSEM, and they later swapped for PunDX tokens between March and September of 2018. And that's one of the reasons, guys, once you go to CoinMarketCap, in the bracket it says new PunDX, and guys, the current circulating supply is around 235.5 billion PunDX tokens, with a maximum supply of 258.5 billion. And PunDX tokens, guys, are non-mineable and are issued weekly as staking rewards. So in essence, PunDX provides the tools and solutions to make cryptocurrencies and everyday transactions easy for both businesses and consumers. Now, what are your thoughts, guys? Now, this idea might sound great, but you always need to compare it with current existing systems. Do they offer 10x better user experience? Unfortunately, guys, in this case, it is just replicating the current existing system, putting it into blockchain, and I really am not sure if it's going to gain a lot of momentum, but only time will tell, I guess. Now, guys, let's look at the king of all kings, and the price of Bitcoin, guys, is definitely heading towards the moon. And as of now, guys, it is at $43,836. And since the last 24 hours, it is marginally up by 0.01%. And since the last 7 days, it is up by 16.15%. Ethereum, guys, is at $2,246. Now, since the last 24 hours, it is marginally down by 0.94%. But since the last 7 days, it is up by 10.81%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, seems to be stuck so far as the price is concerned for almost 9 months now. It is at $230, and since the last 24 hours, it is at 0.15%, and since the last 7 days, it is up by 1.71%. Now look, guys, in the world of heavy metal, one of the top 4 thrash metal bands of all time is Megadeth, and some could even argue that the entire Metallica, the success is only because of Dave Mustaine, who used to be a former guitarist of Metallica. He was fired, and he started a new band called as Megadeth. And this news, guys, to be honest, is an absolutely massive news, not just in the heavy metal community, but to be honest, even in the overall music industry as well, because they are absolute legends, and thrash metal legends Megadeth did actually announce a new non-fungible token or NFT tokens or NFT collections on December 5th, and they are going to be allowing fans exclusive access to content and physical experiences. And guys, if you do want to see the official announcement, Dave Mustaine did actually mention via Twitter, or now called as X, and in the announcement he actually stated that 5,000 piece generative collecting featuring Vic Rattlehead will be brought to life in a new way by the talented artist Harry the Creator. And guys, if you go to Harry the Creator, looks like he's also associated with Bored Ape Yacht Club as well. Now it's really important to note, guys, that the NFT goes live on 22nd of December, and you'll have the opportunity to unlock doors in the real and metaverse world as well, and you'll be gaining access to exclusive merchandise and VIP experiences unlike ever before, and you might also get a chance to collect signed items and one-on-one conversation with iconic band members of Megadeth. And look, guys, if you're into heavy metal, Dave Mustaine is sitting right on the throne so far as guitar riffs is concerned. So definitely a definite positive news, especially for me who's a hardcore metalhead. I do think that this is an absolutely brilliant news. Now guys, let's discuss another important news which I believe should be covered by mainstream media, and this is regarding Bitcoin blockchain update. Essentially guys, the news is Bitcoin Core's version 2.60 is actually live, and version 2.60 upgrade introduces experimental backing for the version 2 transport protocol outlined in Bitcoin Improvement Proposal 324, also called as BIP 324, and this protocol, guys, aims to enhance security by encrypting communication between nodes, mitigating the risks associated with potential attacks that could manipulate transactions. BIP 324, and this was actually authored by Drew Mehta, who's a notable co-contributor. But in April of this year, guys, Mehta decided to shift his focus towards a startup idea related to Bitcoin, leading him to step away from his involvement in the project. Now let me very briefly explain what this update is all about, because to be honest guys, this is extremely technical, and only a technical geek and nerd would totally understand this. Now this proposal, guys, suggests that a new version called as V2 of the peer-to-peer protocol to make it harder for attackers to manipulate transactions, and it does this by significantly increasing the cost associated with such attacks, mainly through the introduction of unauthenticated opportunistic transport encryption. The idea essentially, guys, is that even though the encryption is not authenticated and is only activated when both ends of the communication support V2, it still makes it difficult for attackers to eavesdrop since they have to be actively involved. And what is really important to note, guys, that this upgrade is already live in Bitcoin blockchain, but the current V1 protocol is still available, but users will definitely need to enable V2 to use. Now if you're someone who is not sure about it, what I'd really recommend you to do is check if your wallet actually takes care of it. Most likely your wallet definitely got and tackles everything. And to be honest guys, this is more at a protocol level, so as a user you definitely need to not worry about it. Now guys, let's discuss some news, and this is regarding a new stablecoin in Europe, and a new stablecoin called as AEUR, which is done by Anchored Coins. And looks like, guys, Binance has gone ahead and suspended the transaction. So first let me go ahead and explain what the stablecoin is, because Anchored Coins, which is a fintech company located in Switzerland, issued the stablecoin called as AEUR, and the company, guys, is associated with the self-regulatory organization in Switzerland, supported by the Swiss Financial Market Supervisory Authority, also called as FINMA. And this association, guys, mandates compliance with anti-money laundering obligation, and the firm's stablecoins are currently minted on Ethereum and Binance BNB Smart Chain as well. And guys, as we know, all stablecoins are backed by $1 to $1, isn't it? But what happened is that a lot of people were not aware that it is actually backed by $1 to $1, and a lot of them aggressively went ahead and purchased quite a lot of this token. And because of that, guys, the price of AUR token did actually rise by over 200%, and because of that, Binance actually decided to suspend trading. And guys, listen, all the users who bought the token at inflated prices couldn't sell it before the halt was compensated, and Binance, guys, is actually committed to assisting the UR project team in providing reasonable compensation to affected users within just 72 hours. Now the stablecoin surge, guys, did actually lead to confusion among users who are unaware that it is of a stable nature. And look, guys, in this case, I do feel what Binance did was actually right, but it's going to be really interesting to see regarding the price difference if Binance is going to bear the loss. Now this point of time, I really am not sure what the amount is. I'm hoping it is less than a couple of $1 million, because to be honest, guys, this would just be pure loss for Binance, isn't it? Now guys, let's discuss some news regarding the King of Pop and the inaugural studio demo of Michael Jackson, titled Big Boy. One full version is set to be released on the blockchain as an NFT via the music from another block. And listen, guys, this particular demo was recorded in 1967 during an early studio session at One Dreadful in Chicago, and the track captures 8-year-old Michael Jackson with his brothers. And according to Michael Torre, who's the CEO and co-founder of Another Block, this blockchain release aims to transform the song from a mere commodity to an elevated digital experience. Now, if you do want to find out more information, guys, Cointelegraph has actually gone ahead and published this article. Now, look, guys, when you talk about NFTs, things such as this, as long as they are authenticated, I personally think has a lot of value. What are your thoughts, guys? Mention them in the comments below. So those were the news, guys, from Crypto and Coffee Date from Blockchain DXB. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and Middle East. And the first news, guys, tries to tackle carbon emission using blockchain technology. And the company, guys, is called as Technology Innovative Institute. And the website is www.tii.ae. That is T for technology, I for India.ae. And the Technology Innovative Institute in the UAE has launched a blockchain-powered carbon tracking and trading platform, and the platform aims to facilitate international carbon trading, supporting green investment and accelerating the journey to net zero emissions. And guys, it is designed by TII's Cryptography Research Center, also called as CRC, and the platform aligns with UAE's 2021 vision and COP28 or COP28 goal for a sustainable environment and low carbon economic models, isn't it? And the lightweight, efficient blockchain implementation minimizes computational waste compared to existing projects such as the one that is utilized by Bitcoin blockchain. And Dr. Ray O. Johnson, TII CEO, emphasizes the UAE's commitment to climate action and technology leadership, and TII, guys, is the first to implement a blockchain-enabled proof of concept for carbon trading and preparing for global adoption. And the platform tracks carbon emission globally, allowing auditors to establish a trustworthy chain for capture to storage and to trading as well. And guys, listen, so far as privacy is concerned, privacy is maintained by users, emitters, buyers or third parties, while audited transactions remain transparent at the same time, and the tokens that they have represents removed carbon dioxide can be stored and traded transparently, creating incentives for green projects like reforestation and carbon capture as well. And listen, guys, so far as blockchain is concerned, we know that blockchain enables tracking through supply chain, peer-to-peer energy, trading, and transparent waste disposal and recycling, right? And guys, the global credit market was actually approved going back to 2015 at COP21, and now with COP28 aiming to finalize the recommendations for a more robust market, this news definitely seems promising. And TII's blockchain, guys, uses PKI, an advanced consensus algorithm, ensuring secure transactions without resource-intensive proof of work. And Dr. Najwa Araj, the chief researcher at CRC, highlighted the platform's confidentiality, auditability, and transparency of carbon trading. And guys, TII's blockchain features a verifiable multi-tenant, multi-transaction solution with built-in PKI permissioning and a high-security cryptographic stack. Now look, guys, to be honest, the more I'm trying to read about this information, I definitely am not liking this project, because look, guys, this does seem like a permissioned blockchain, and they're definitely not using the ethos of open blockchain. And one of the biggest innovation of Bitcoin or Satoshi Nakamoto was peer-to-peer transaction. And guys, listen, what Satoshi Nakamoto solved was that he actually solved the double spending problem, but with permission blockchain, the double spending will exist, and there is a centralized entity who do have the power to go ahead and manipulate the data. But let's wait and see how this project turns out to be, because what the news states is that the permission-based blockchain by TII is lightweight, efficient, and designed for easy and affordable transacting, tracking, and trading. And TII, guys, is Abu Dhabi's Advanced Technology Research Council's applied research pillar with 10 dedicated research centers focusing on various technology domains, and the institute collaborates with global talent, universities, research institutions, and industry partners to strengthen Abu Dhabi's position as a global innovation hub. And the blockchain platform, guys, contributes to UAE's vision of becoming a technology and innovation powerhouse, supporting climate action on a global scale. Now, what are your thoughts, guys? To be honest, I'm definitely not a fan of this project. Now, guys, let's discuss second news. And this news has to do with artificial intelligence-based robotics technology. And the news is that Basatne International unveiled UAE's first AI-based robotic technology. So let me go ahead and share some bits and pieces of information regarding this news. And the website, guys, is basatne.com. That is B for Bravo, A for Alpha, S for Sugar, A for Tango, T for Tarzan, N for November, E for Elephant.com. And Basatne International has unveiled AI-based robotics technology in Dubai Silicon Oasis, and they aim to reduce carbon emission and mobile phone e-waste, and the facility has a capacity to cut carbon emission by over 15,000 tons monthly. And guys, they are focusing on extending electronic device lifespan and minimizing landfill waste, and they are contributing heavily to UAE's green agenda of 2030 and Net Zero 2050 initiative, and they're fully equipped with latest diagnostic tech to reduce mobile phone e-waste, and robotic and AI solutions, guys, processes up to 7,000 mobile devices annually, and the goal is to reduce CO2 emission by 500,000 kilograms per day and advance circular economy by refurbishing devices or responsibly recycling them. And guys, UAE is at the forefront of environmental sustainability initiative, isn't it? Because if you go through Instagram, you'll see so many stories and posts harping about sustainability. And guys, what they also want to do is they want to extend mobile phone lifespan and reduce e-waste in landfills. And guys, the global mobile device number is expected to reach 19 billion by 2025, and the mission for them is to promote culture through trade-ins for economic and environmental benefits. And guys, the diagnostic solutions uses software, robotics, and AI for automated workflow, and the solution is accurate, consistent, and secure, adding economic value. And the facility, guys, is branded under Android division with expansion plans and new partnership. So definitely positive news, I guess. So those were the news, guys, from Crypto and Coffee Date from Blockchain DXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Check out my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website AEUR2071.com that talks everything about Metaverse. And guys, if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kickstart with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And I have a question by Danny who asks, are there any NFTs worth buying? Now to be honest, Danny, personally I wouldn't recommend you to go out and buy any NFTs. The subject of NFT is your own personal preference. Now nowhere what I'm saying is absolutely any financial advice. So you have to go out and make your own decision. Now regarding NFTs, the only thing that I would recommend is why don't you go out and sell your own NFTs? So let's say if you're a podcaster, if you're a musician, or if you're an artist, what I'd really recommend you to do is why don't you put up your artwork as an NFT, and you never know, someone does actually find value in it, and that is the actual use case of NFT, isn't it? To be completely honest, Danny, what I'm noticing right now is because of news regarding Bitcoin Spot ETF, the price of Bitcoin is increasing, and because of that, news regarding NFTs right now is definitely coming into markets. Now very specifically remember, Danny, in 2019 and 20, every second news that I used to see was regarding DeFi protocols. Now fast forward to 2022 and 2023, I literally am not seeing any news regarding DeFi protocol. And what happened in 2020 when the Beeple artwork got sold for $69 million, there was so much of hype regarding NFTs, and I used to see absolute nobodies on LinkedIn becoming absolute experts in NFTs. And to be honest, they used to give out so many incorrect pieces of information. They would say that everything on this planet Earth will turn out to be an NFT, even the glass of water that you drink. And there were so many projects that turned out to be a complete failure. So regarding your question, are the NFTs worth buying? Personally, I've seen so many projects and the price has completely fallen down. If you know of Logan Paul, who is one of the notorious YouTube boxers and a famous social media personality, I do believe that he was involved in some NFT project, and the value of that project used to be in millions of dollars, and right now it is less than $100. That is unfortunately one of the dangers of NFTs. Now granted, there are ways where you can buy, sell, and make a lot of money, and I know quite a lot of people who have made thousands if not millions of dollars by, let's say, buying cheap NFTs, selling it at a higher price. Now that is a risk that you would have to take, and you need to truly understand what the market is. For that, what I'd recommend you to do is look at Blur Protocol, look at OpenSea, and then make up your own decision. Personally, I wouldn't recommend you to go out and buy any NFTs in the hopes and expectation that the price would increase. But as I mentioned earlier, if you do have your own work, definitely go out and sell some of your NFTs. And listen, I do have this feeling that once we get some news regarding Bitcoin Spot ETF, the price will remain constant, and I wouldn't be surprised if the hype regarding NFTs starts to go down once again. This, to be honest, Danny, is my complete honest thoughts. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series from Blockchain DXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. And also check out my other website, AEUR2071.com, that talks everything about Metaverse. And guys, if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And how the series of episodes under Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and Middle East, and the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.